Alright guys, welcome to another stream of mine. No late night stream this time. I'm gonna do a little bit of DayZ in my lunch break. So, great that you join my company. I started a new live on the second server of the DeerIsle service. So it's DeerIsle 6.0, this latest update. And yeah, as you see, we start new. And let's have the apple that fate gave us to start with. Yeah, meanwhile, there is such a variety in spawn positions that it's always quite a bit of a challenge. Okay, bun, mushroom. Quite a bit of a challenge to find out where you are in the beginning. And yeah, this is actually one of the beautiful things about the game, that you don't have your position given away. But this means that players have been around. Yeah, that's the spawn mechanism of mushrooms and fruits. It's spawning in the wake of players. So when the problem is, I'm never sure how, I think it can be quite some time ago that somebody has been around. Not quite clear how long ago a player must have been around. Yeah, as long as they are not rotten, you can easily eat the mushrooms. They are, it's not much, but at least a bit of nutrition. Now let's think about where we are. It's morning, so the sun is there. This is east, this is north, this is west. So, question, shall we go for these buildings there? Let's do it. Yeah, I'm playing DayZ since many years, but lately I do have a bit of trouble finding my bearings, at least more than I used to have. Yes, okay, yeah. Yeah, because John McLean, the maker of the map, has changed quite a few things about the map. But now this is clear, I know the place. And usually I would expect zombies walking around out there. And if not, that might be an indication that players have been around. Damaged shirt, blues, low insulation, worst insulation. Well, so why not swap it and craft a few rags with the screwdriver, so as long as you don't have a proper knife, you can do quite a few things with the screwdriver. So my camo level is not very good at the moment with the white shirt. Well, that's how it is. In worst case, you could even use it as a weapon. And you could also use the broom as a weapon. But okay, this broom is not pickable by part of the furniture. I'm surprised that I don't see any zombies up there. Freezing, which is not a surprise. Yeah, okay, 22 rounds. Yeah, it's always good to craft rags because just in case you could use them as a bandage if we run out of bandages, but of course it's pretty risky to use them when they are not disinfected. But what I'm doing now, having 12 rags, you can craft one improvised rope. Here we are. It's warm, it's alright. And with the rope we can craft an improvised fishing rod, for example. Tracksuit pants, medium insulation. It's better than these ones. Yeah, a few more spare rags to have is always a good idea. For example, we can craft improvised gloves with the rags. Let's do that. Improvised hand wrappings, it's called in the game. And here we are. Yeah, the server is something like 20% full, so there is quite some probability to run into more or less friendly people. Okay. Farming hoe. Yeah, well, I don't like these pole arms. Yeah, bad camo, isn't it? Alright, so let's get up there, because there is a well. Yeah, you shouldn't overdo it with the rags because your tool actually gets worn off, but the screwdriver can still take it. Yeah, check the fruit trees, there might be something lying underneath, like here. Also, this is an indication that a player might have been around not too long ago. Some pears, very good. What's that? What is this? Okay, a melee weapon. That's funny. Jumpsuit pants. Okay, that's better than the tracksuit pants. More carrying capacity, actually. Check the car. Oh, wow. That's of good use. A leather zoom kit. Now, what we also want to have is some face wrapping. So we can make use of these racks right away. That's a weird weapon. Yeah, that's something special on this server. And I never saw that before. Badly damaged shard and a few buckshot shells. Alright. So a shotgun would be welcome now. I did craft it, but I didn't put it on. Yeah, but these improvised clothes probably won't bring me too wide in terms of temperature. At least I'm wide in terms of drink and food. The mushrooms were much more nourishing than I thought they would. Also here I would have expected to have at least one priest zombie looning around. Okay, that's good. That's good. A hip pack. That's additional carrying capacity. Very good. Now, what's better, the bean basher or the baseball bat? Yeah. Let's keep both of them for now. Yeah, this is a funny place because there are two wells so close together. Now let's drink until our stomach is full. Or maybe he corrected it. Just on the other end, in the back of us, on the graveyard, in the past there used to be a second well. Just a few meters away. So this is always risky. We're You're so vulnerable when you drink. Like in that German legend of the knight Siegfried, who was slain from behind while he was drinking by Hagen, his former best friend, I think. Let's hope that no Hagen is passing by. Yeah, there is still the other well. Worst insulation, low insulation, so it's better. Let's go with it. Yeah, I think it's still not sufficient to get warm. Yeah, I think this area here should be rather populated. Server is restarting in 10 minutes. No problem, we will continue. After the server restart, it usually just takes something like 2 minutes to restart. Now, premiere for my bean basher. I thought there should be zombies around. One. Okay. That feels pretty efficient. One hit, and he's dead. Wow. This is some nice melee weapon. Or it was just a lucky hit. We will see. Nice disinfectant spray. Very good to disinfect rags. You never find anything on these modern toilets. Hiking pants, pristine, it's low insulation. Yeah, better camel than this one, but less carrying capacity, so let's just craft some more rags. And let's disinfect these. So now we could use these for bandaging as well. It just takes longer to bandage with rags. Low insulation. This is worst insulation. So I want to switch it. So my camo is not improving, but maybe I'm getting closer to not being cold. Yeah, I usually aim to look not dangerous. To have a fair, yeah, okay, this is what I am just achieving now. I'm definitely not looking dangerous. This way is new. That wasn't there in the past. So I'm not looking dangerous, that's for sure. But my other aim usually is to have a good camo, not looking dangerous and still having a good camo, which I'm not yet achieving. There is a hunting stand here in the woods. Hey, where is it? A bit further? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, the server is just about to go down for restart. Oh shit. There was a zombie and one. What about that one? Badly damaged to Shankar. Would have been. No, I can't repair it. That's good. Head wear, but not badly damaged. Yeah, my own fault. I gave him a fair hit on the head. Let's put ourselves into the tree and wait for the server restart. You don't want to be in the middle of a fight during restart. Weird things might happen then. At least it was like that in the past. Can I repair the boonie head? Nope. I'm still cold. Now it's 5 minutes. Server restarted 5 minutes. I thought they just told me that it is in 2 minutes. Don't want to wait for 5 minutes idly. Hey, come on. No. Ah, yeah. There it is. The hunting stand. Yeah, when I last checked it, there were 20 people on the server. So, oh, that's nice. That's a good one. And it's in good condition. But this bean basher, that's really incredible. One hit and the zombie is dead. I never had that before, a melee weapon like that. Let's check these trees while the server is about to restart. Sneaker's worst insulation. Nope. Oh, nice. Another cut mounting tool, but now this is more than I can carry at the moment. Jumpsuit jacket. That's definitely better than the blues. And yeah, having much more carrying capacity. And it's medium insulation. This is low insulation. And now we even have a little bit of space for the sickle. Nice. Okay, there we are. Server restart. Let's wait it out for a second. Be back in a minute. All right. So I guess the server is back. Oh, sorry guys. Give me just another second. Okay, sorry. Here I am again. I was just checking some settings in the background of my stream. So let's carry on. One, two, three, test, test, test. All right. Yep, back again. Yeah, that's no fruit tree, I think. Hey, by the way, we are warm now. We are not freezing anymore, so this temperature bar moved to white. Everything looks so peaceful. The insects are humming, the birds are singing. Do I need more rags? I think not at the moment. Wouldn't even have the space ways to carry it. Okay, don't need that fork. A hoodie. So what would I prefer? The hoodie does definitely have less carrying capacity than the jumpsuit. Well, and the jumpsuit jacket, yeah, so let's stick to that. Damaged, so let's just keep it as it is. Another knife, okay. Let's get it. And now we have plenty of cutting tools. That's one of the most important things in the game, to have a decent cutting tool. Maybe you don't need as many as I have now, but better one too much than one too less. Too few, too less. I think sometimes, or at least once in the past, I've found some military something there. Zombie there, yeah, well, I did circumwalk him nicely. Ooh, a few more. 22 rounds. Okay, this is towards stoning. Good to know, but I'm not yet decided on whether to go for Stonington or better avoid it. Capri pants. Worst insulation. Well, come on. Yeah, why not crafting some more rags? I do have so many cutting tools by now. Yeah, it would be nice to find some fruits under the trees, but on the other hand, not finding something is kind of reassuring that nobody has been around lately. So let's finally check that hut and then follow the road to Stonington. Well, will I? Yeah, let's see. Not yet sure if I will. A screwdriver badly damaged. So, easy decision. What's that? Another pair of capri pants. Yeah, this is maybe the one that I would drop first because it takes the most inventory space. So it would be smart to use it up first as well. What was that? It's only damaged, not badly damaged. Maybe we'll want to have a second rope. Yeah, I'm not yet sure whether I really want to go into Stonington. Yeah, this is the eastern suburb of Stonington, starting over there. Wellies. Badly damaged capri pants, pristine shirt. Yeah, more rags. second rope. Yeah, maybe I'm overdoing it a bit. Yeah, but one rope to craft an improvised backpack and one rope to craft a improvised fishing rod. All right. Now I might run into zombies here. At least I did in the past, but yeah, things have changed. I have been playing regularly the last months, and additionally now crude machete. We have this updated map. Damaged. So maybe I prefer to drop that one and pick up that one. Yeah, the machete might be a good alternative melee weapon. Badly damaged. And what's that? Wow. Another fang, which is pristine. I'm not sure. There might have been the report of a gun. Pretty faint, pretty far away. But from a gut feeling coming from Stonington. But it could also have been the wind. Low insulation. So, maybe the camera of this one is better. Coolness wise, I don't like these caps. But Snowstorm Ushanka, so that's it. I can't put it on with a... Alright. Put on a face mask like that. Okay. Looks pretty cool, I think. Hoodie. Okay, there is an alarm going. On some servers, this alarm was a sign that an air raid was imminent. Yep. Yeah. So you inspired me to do another DayZ run in my lunch break. So this alarm might be just an indication that somebody went to that place where we had been 2 days before. Do you remember? Or I don't know if you were in the stream back then, but wow, sharpening stone, very good. But we went onto this kind of fortified island, military-like, and when we went there, an alarm went off. This is important to have. But now I'm really overloading myself. How are you, by the way? Ah, nice. Some food. That's good. Yeah, good morning. Yeah, it's morning on your side. Pretty early still. So here it's 1:30. Late lunchtime. And I'm playing on the DeerIsle map. And it's the 0 server, one of the 0 servers that I'm on. And there is something like 20 people on the map. At least it was something like half an hour ago when I checked. Yeah, alright, yeah. Yeah, the time shift, that's always fascinating, always amazing. Come on, let's drop that. Yeah, just this thought crossed my mind. How would those people, these flat earthers, the guys who pretend that Earth's flat, how would they deal with what we do here, with the time deviation? Yeah, nice to hear. Yep. Also glad to have you in the stream. It's pretty stormy actually. Now let's have the pairs, one right pair. And one fresh pair, giving me some hydration as well. And maybe I'm also going for the lunch meat, or what it is. Yeah, cat food. Perfectly fine for the apocalypse. Can't get much better things than cat food. Yeah, probably we can't finish it because we get stuffed, yeah. Yeah, this server has a time acceleration factor of 6. I don't quite like it. I wish they would have stayed with an acceleration factor of 4 like they used to have it on these servers before. But, well, I still love the loadout of this server and the people who are on the server. My gut feeling always told me that on these servers here, people tend to be somehow less shooty. I mean, of course still high risk. 80% of the people you meet try to kill you, but still 20% might start a conversation with you before shooting, fighting. And on other servers it's like only maybe 5% of people doing so. All just gut feeling. There is no any serious statistics behind that. And now it's really becoming highly probable that we run into other players. Shirt. Rubber bullets. Yeah, rubber slugs. Nah, come on. I won't even pick them up. We have 8 rounds for shotgun. A hammer, okay. As I never do base building, I don't need a hammer. Yeah, maybe it would do as a melee weapon, but I already have a nice melee weapon. This thing here, this is really awesome. Stonington, yeah, I don't like these details. This is something that you wouldn't have in real apocalypse. Some note what time it is and where you are. So this is a melee weapon that I found in the very beginning. The game calls it a bean basher. And it's a one-hit thing, so hit the zombie once on the head and he's dead. I wish there were zombies around where I could show you. Yeah, maximum number of people on this server here is a spark plug. We might want it if we run into a raft as Zodiac. And it's missing one. Okay, let's drop the damaged leather sewing kit and pick up the good leather sewing kit. Do we have anything to repair? Nope. Yeah, if I had more carrying capacity, I would have kept both. Both repair kits. Suit jacket, well, yeah, the jumpsuit jacket has a better carrying capacity. Hoodie. Sometimes in the past there was something lying on top of these cupboards, but not since a while, not since years, I would say. So this is going to be risky, of course, now. Running straight into Stonington. And the question is whether I really want to take that risk. Maybe not. Because, well, I'm well fed. I am hydrated. This is not good to run straight across the meadow. But yeah, let's see what this bean basher actually does. One hit and they're down. That's amazing, isn't it? And it worked for any 4 zombies that I was running into since I got that thing. know that somewhere up there is another hunting stand. I would like to check that out. And I want to be off the trodden trails, or what I would guess would be trodden trails by other players. Yeah, it's a few meters, but I think behind the next corner there should be. Okay. That's new, that you really have these zombies turning up in the middle of nowhere. One. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was not too far away. That was not too far away. I didn't get a single hit, but let's keep moving. Let's keep moving, guys. I didn't catch any glimpse of that guy, but that was very close. Somebody very close behind me. Maybe he was sneakily following me. That sneaky bastard. Pretty close. So I think that there was a guy following me sneakily and just waiting until I was engaged with the zombie and hoped to get an easy kill. Maybe he saw my nice bean busher. Wow, that was pretty lucky that I did not catch a single bullet. See, my equipment is still alright, so yeah, what sometimes can happen is that your clothing kind of catches the bullets, but well, no, not really, not really. If you really get hit by a bullet, it would destroy your clothing and kill you. If it's not special armor. Yeah, what did I say? That on this server it's more probable than that you run into people who first talk and then shoot. Well, still, I mean, I just said more probable. It's not absolutely probable. It's still pretty improbable. So most of the people, of course, are still like that on DayZ. Maybe the guy fired all the rounds that he had on me. He must have been very close if he had more rounds for his gun. I think he would have tried to fire me in the back while I was running away. Okay, that was our first encounter today. I don't know, is this maybe where I spawned? Might be. Might be. Ha! So now I was running into circles. I'm exactly where the guy was shooting at me. That was just over there. We could even go back. And we could even go back and check the dead zombie. So this is pretty risky what I'm doing here. But yeah, how do you used to say, no risk, no fun, right? Hunting knife. Nah, come on. Another hunting stand up there. Might be that the guy is still sneaking around here. But if he has fired his last rounds on me and missed, he might be shitting his pants by now and running away just the same. Keep an eye over the back, over my shoulders. Never stay too long in one place. Funny. So I have to admit that I did lose orientation a bit. So we really ran in one little circle and coming back almost exactly to the place where the guy was shooting at us. Yeah, we could have gone a few steps back along the road and we would have run into that dead zombie that we just killed before the guy started shooting at us. No loot with the zombies. Yeah, I wonder what way that guy came. He was not completely fresh spawn. He already had a gun with rounds. Yeah, let's eat the food. Let's see, maybe we can finish the can. Oh, wow. Yeah, that guy was definitely not a marksman. Like me. I'm also not a marksman. I've played the game since years, but I'm not very good at gunplay. Baseball bat I already have. A pristine one. Oh, nice. A little Makarov. So I could at least chamber it. Not having a mag, but at least now I have one shot to defend myself. I just need some place where to put it. Yeah, it's a very small gun. I'm even not sure if it's correct that I call it a Makarov. Oh, that scared me. I thought there was somebody walking out there, but not on the first floor. shovel. Yeah, you can hide stashes with a shovel, but I never did that up to now. Oh, nice. It's badly damaged, but yeah, better than nothing. Good old DayZ saying. And I think I can repair it with a leather kit. Let's see. Yes. So now it's good that we have the leather repair kit. By the way, I just saw that a few more people have been dropping into the stream. Welcome, guys. You're completely anonymous, so if you just want to lurk, it's perfectly fine. But of course, I'm always glad to get some comments into the chat. So don't hesitate to give me a hi or tell me where you're from, how much experience you have in the game, what you think about the game, about the stream. Or, well, don't feel pushed into something, just lurk silently if you like to. Anyway, thanks for being in the stream. I think in the past here there were much less. This one is new, that building is definitely new. A saw. Do I really want a saw? Ooh. There are, okay, there is a Z inside the building. Let's check these booths. You often find useful stuff there. Not this time, at least not for me, not useful for me. Yeah, or maybe the place was looted by that guy. Might well be. Yeah, the spawn positions of the loot in the buildings really has changed over the years. Jeans. Oh, that's nice. Trail shoes. They're better. Look, the trail shoes have medium insulation. And the athletic shoes have low insulation. And I think they also give a bit more protection against melee. Oh, nice. Some food. Yeah, I don't know, maybe that guy who was wildly firing at me, maybe he was more scared than I was. But yeah, I might still run into him. He might still be around. You never know what the loot routes of other people in the game actually are. Yeah, there is a lemonade. good. Let's pick it up. Yeah, maybe I should just drink it so that if I get killed, it doesn't fall into the hands of my killer. Yeah, let's get inside. Oh, what's that? A Spartan mech. Well. So here we are. This is a nice hiding place for doing a bit of inventory management. Yeah, let's drink it. And the cat food. More cat food. So let's hope I'm not turning into a cat. Hey, hey, Vulvulu. Ahoy. Nice to have you in. Yeah, I'm doing a little lunch break stream of DayZ. Nice to have you in. How are you doing? Oh, I hope that I'm not gonna start to vomit now. Yeah, I still love to do a little bit of DayZ streaming, but I usually don't want to use the prime times. And I used to stream U-Boat, but in these kind of, say, special time slots, I always love to do a bit of DayZ. Nice. No, there are actually a few guys in the stream. Great to have you. And here we find our first backpack. So camo wise, not best, but well. Yeah, now I do have a decent amount of inventory slots. Yeah, we have a time acceleration factor of 6 on that map. Oh, gunshots. A zombie. Yeah, I will. I will do U-Boat tonight, I think. Maybe not as long as I used to do it. I don't have to get up that early tomorrow, but I have to get up earlier than on the other days when I do my late night streaming. So I will most probably do a little bit of DayZ tonight. Ah, yep, you're still there. Yeah, what I was just about to say, that on this server here there is a time acceleration factor of 6. And they changed it on this server. In the past it was 4, which I find alright, but a time acceleration of 6 to my taste is a bit too fast, so the day is gone too fast. And yeah, as you know, I don't like streaming at night very much. So I hope that it is like in the past on this set of servers. Yeah, it's the 0 servers, and in the past they had an additional time acceleration overnight. So this is what you have. You have the daylight time acceleration factor, and this is 6 in this case, but most of the servers have sped up time acceleration at night, which I quite appreciate. But that differs. So some servers have a very, very fast night, so after sunset you don't have to wait long and you will get sunrise again. And this is what I most prefer. And this is what it was in the past on these servers here. But I don't know, they changed a lot, so not quite sure if it is still like that. Well, yeah, I mean, I streamed Bannerlord in the past. I didn't I? So, yeah, my gut feeling was that that Bannerlord is not that very good for streaming, and so I didn't do it anymore. I'm playing Bannerlord offline a lot. So probably I do have wet shoes now. No. So I have a Bannerlord game ongoing in parallel. And Bannerlord is a game which, yeah, you can't really finish. You play and play. Okay. Yeah, thank you very much for the feedback. So well, one more question. Would you prefer to really see a walkthrough starting from the very scratch? Or would you more prefer to see one of my ongoing games where I already have an army of something like 220 people with riders, archers, and foot soldiers and everything? Because this is what I sometimes was thinking, that I might maybe just stream my ongoing game and give you a little bit of an insight how it feels if you're deep into the game with these epic battles, like 250 against 250, all on the battlefield, all each single person on the battlefield being animated. But yeah, on the other hand, it becomes pretty complex then. Like, yeah, so yeah, okay, I'm considering that. Good point. So I will put Bannerlord up higher on my list of of games, which maybe to stream next when I'm not doing U-Boat. So right now we are just following the sun, which is setting in the west, And soon we're going to find out how fast the time acceleration overnight is accelerated. Acceleration of the acceleration. Well, yeah, I love this atmosphere. Look at it. Now it becomes very misty with the sunset, like clouds of fog rising from the river. Yeah, the problem is the bears. If I would be running into bears or wolves, I would not be in shape at the moment to handle them. Alright, yippee up. Same for you. Have a good night. Looking forward to maybe see you in the evening. This is weird. Having a zombie here in the middle of nowhere. That's very weird. See, I have this kind of bean basher special weapon which kills zombies just with one strike. Never had a weapon like that before. And it's not like, because I played on this server a few days ago already, and it's not like zombies are just easy on this server. It's just like that. This is an incredible weapon. I would love to get to the other side, but I don't want to get wet, particularly not now that it's getting dark and cold. Oh yeah, this is what I would have liked to avoid, because I think we can't cross on this side of the castle. There is a river. Ooh, can we cross here? That looks good. That looks good. I never like to run on rocks because it wears off your shoes mega fast. So here we are. Nice. That was exactly what I needed to get onto the other side. Crossbow. So let's drop the baseball bat and pick up the crossbow. Don't have the means to repair it at the moment, but yeah, it's only damaged. It's not badly damaged. And I do have lots of cutting tools, which means that I could actually craft some bolts for it. I remember when I lately was around this place here, not too long ago, that there spawned zombies right in the plains here. Okay, gather a long stick. We still have the improvised gloves. Haven't found any decent gloves yet, so they will be wearing off pretty fast. So craft small sticks. So break the long stick into small sticks, and then we can craft crossbow bolts. If I remember right. Okay, I could craft improvised hooks with that. And an improvised bolt, alright. And I think with feathers I could even make it better, but I'm not quite sure. So here I am with crossbow bolts. crossbow is a nice weapon. It's slow, but it's silent. And yeah, now we are getting cold. Now we are getting cold. That's pretty realistic. It gets dark, the sun is setting. And we are blue. That's not good. That's not good. So that's on this map there seems to be quite a difference between day and night temperature. I think at the moment I would like to go something like northwest. Okay, alright. Yeah, I was lucky the last days, so having no problems anymore with streaming. And I really think it was due to that double streaming. So here my Streamlabs desktop, I think it has trouble doing the double streaming. They are using servers then that are not so reliable, obviously. And after the last break of the stream, I really had some technical problems in the follow-up with Twitch, and yeah, now I am in contact with the guys from customer support. Let's avoid that guy. Yeah, as I said, here in these meadows there seem to spawn zombies. Yeah, but yeah, the customer service didn't yet give me any satisfying advice, and so I'm distrusting the double streaming to Twitch and YouTube at the same time, and I don't do it at the moment. I just upload my streams to YouTube afterwards, but I don't stream it. Which is a pity, because there were a few nice guys also on YouTube participating in the streams and also in some conversation. But yeah, my love is with you guys on Twitch, and I don't want to jeopardize that. Come on, it's really getting dark. So I would not recognize now if I ran into a zombie. In the darkness I want to keep away from settlements. Let's just use the time of night to do some miles to the northwest. And still, yeah, not quite sure how long the nights actually are. Let's hope that they still have these very short accelerated nights. And let's hope that we don't fall off a cliff in the darkness. A settlement down there. Yeah, everything is dark, of course. Well, it's the apocalypse. No electricity. Oh. Okay, there is a guy approaching. No, okay, badly damaged. It's me, of course it's badly damaged because I hit him on the head. One nice look at that, the moon and the Milky Way. The band of the galaxy. That's so beautifully done in the game. Look at that. So sorry guys, please enjoy this nice, beautiful view. I briefly have to check my messages. nice? Isn't that nice? The moon helps a bit, shedding some light, but it's pretty dark. At the moment I'm not quite sure. Even the darkness is different. There are servers with dark nights and servers with bright nights. And if I look at this, and considering that we have the moon up, I would say this is more something like dark nights. Yeah, the moon on our left shoulder. And what we can do is actually, do you see that? This is what we call in German der große Wagen. And there is these two stars at the end of this. If you prolong them, you will run to the northern star. And so we can even do navigation by stars, because this guy there in the center is the northern star. So by that we know that this is north. And yeah, guessing that this bright star over there probably is west. The interesting thing is that if there would be any player around down there with a flashlight or a torch, I would see it. Now it's really getting dark. I think this server is actually doing dark nights. And at the moment, the moon is not looking like being extra fast accelerated. Look at that. Now in this point kind of view, it looks like the moon is slowly moving. Yeah, there we see that obviously we do have a bit of time acceleration, which is good. And let me briefly check the figures of the stream. While we are waiting for the night to pass into the morning. Sunset and sunrise are beautifully modeled, and yeah, this accelerated night only starts after complete finish of sunset and before the start of sunrise, so that these beautiful phases of sunset and sunrise you still have. At reduced speed. Yeah, we can tell that the moon is moving with some accelerated speed. Yeah, we are cold, so I think soon we are probably catching a cold. But yeah, it can't be helped. I could light a fire, but this is really the least thing that I would like to do here in the open. Lighting a fire. So let's just wait it out. So guys, I'll be AFK just for a minute or two, And then we can carry on. Alright guys, back again. So now the moon has set, and yeah, great, now it's completely dark. Yes, see, of course. The Earth is also turning around or underneath the Milky Way. So I still think that this was east, and yeah, still no hint of the sun coming up. Ah, come on. Gather firewood. And now we need some sticks. Still, it's all firewood and no sticks. I would really like to start a fire. Yeah, we are going in the complete darkness. Yeah, what I could do is I could turn on, ignite the road flare. But, well, let's first have a bit of cat food. This is something that we can easily do in the darkness. And now, see, now there is some light coming up. We still have a bit of accelerated night time, and now the light is coming up quickly. Very good. I guess that the night will soon be over. Maybe we even have some hint of red already over there in the east, haven't we? Keep in mind that we might still run into zombies here at random. I'm surprised that we didn't yet catch cold. We are blue in terms of temperature since such a long time by now. What was that? Yeah, now we get some light again. But the night was pretty dark. So I would like to have brighter night, but it is pretty short as well, and that's good. So what do we have here? Firewood. I don't want firewood, I want a long stick. Come on, there it is. Get me the long stick. Yeah, craft a few short sticks out of that. Let's split them. And there we have daylight again. All right. Let's see if I want to light a fire. Yeah, why not going down? I mean, let's do this little bit of cheating and check how many people are on the server right now. Wow, 30 people, so the server is half full. The maximum is 60, so there is quite some risk running into guys. While running into people is mostly regarded as risk in DayZ, but I also used to regard it as a chance. But the better your equipment is, the less you like to take chances. And so I am already maybe a bit too nicely equipped to just risk it by trying to get into a conversation with people you don't know. Yeah, right now it would be good if I had some food, but I haven't. But we are still white. In terms of food and drink, we are still white. Oh yeah, Hazelands. Yeah, 6 o'clock in the morning. That's more information that I'd like to have. I mean, it's DayZ. So I don't want to get any information that I wouldn't have in a real apocalypse, and you would never get this like in your kind of integrated head-up display in your eyes, getting this information. No. Maybe I would like to start a fire here, just to get warm briefly. So place this and some rags. As well. Okay, now it would be nice to have a bit of bark if I don't want to sacrifice this. Road flare that I have. Yeah, let's just get some bark and then we are gonna craft some of these, say, natural lighters. The, how do you call it? Drill kit, is it, right? Why didn't I close the doors? Combine to craft a hand drill kit. And light the fire. Just to get warm quickly before we catch flu. Do I have any wet gear? I think I haven't. Hey, guys, I should get an arrow up in terms of warmth. I'm sitting right next to the fireplace. Yeah, now it works. Now, anybody within a few miles would see the smoke coming out of the chimney of that building, knowing that I am here. Let's see if we even maybe get a plus symbol. 1 plus symbol, nice. Let's see if we get a second one or even a third one. This depends a bit on how much clothing you have. Yeah, cheap viewers, come on. So, I don't have any arrows up anymore. So, then let's keep going. So this is how it looks like. Yeah, not pretty much visible, but still. Yeah, you do see it. Oh. There is more zombies around. Let's get into the police station right away. Close the door behind us. And see that we also closed this door. It is closed. Very good. Now we have one round here. If somebody's hiding in the police station. Yeah, that's nice. But we have that one already. So if you ask me, this is an indication that the place is rather unlooted. Okay, Viga mech. Being here, we could craft one more. No improvised hook, please, but one more bolt, crossbow bolt. Here we are. Hey, where is it? Okay. Almost glitched away. Right. Amlock 9mm. Don't have rounds, I don't have a mag, but well, we might find something sooner or later. Nothing else. So let's have a little look around. Yeah, there is still the zombies out there. Let's see if I can get out sneakily without attracting them. But yeah, they were just laying siege to the entrance. The back entrance in particular. So maybe I can be off through the front entrance. Let's see. Shit. It's missing a battery. another amlog. Let's pick it up before somebody else finds it. Does have a mag, great. Five rounds in the gun, very good. Pristine, worn. So, guys, I'm gonna be on my way, so this might be indicating an air raid. I really don't want to get into that. At least it feels like I did put some distance between us and the origin of that sound. Don't need that. Okay. There is a zombie locked in somewhere. I do have a hit pack. That's fine. Is it in there? Let's just hope that we didn't get anything damaged. Yeah, looks like all is well. Tetracycline antibiotics. That's good. That's worth a bit of a risk to get that. But there is nothing else, so let's be on the way. Now we have antibiotics. Yeah, as I said, I wanted to do a little lunch break stream, and yeah, so it was a pretty long lunch break, but that's all right. But now I definitely have to get back to work. Loads of guns around. What about this one? It has a mag as well. 45, yeah. Crowbar is a good melee weapon, but yeah, I guess the Bane Basher is really the best melee weapon I ever had. It's almost 100% one hit on the head and they're dead. I mean the zombies. And on players it probably would also perform nicely. So, saying so, now I'm gonna call it a day. Well, not a day, because I'm gonna do a late night stream tonight as well. But yeah, thank you for joining this one here. Tonight it's gonna be probably gonna be U-boat again. So, nice to have had you in. See ya.